Hey guys, it's Jo and welcome to episode 3 of Wine, Sex and Chill. So I know we're very late with this month's uploads, but it's because March just came and went and I didn't realize until around the 20th that I was like, wait, hold up. You're telling me March is over. Like, it just caught me off guard, and the fact that I've been so busy, like, I didn't realize it, but it's okay, it's fine, we shall make this work. So for today's episode, we're just going to be talking about losing your virginity, losing my virginity, what I wish I knew, what exactly is losing your virginity, and then my whole what I think about the society and losing your virginity. So we'll start with the definition of losing your virginity. So for the longest time, people always said for girls that losing your virginity is breaking your hymen. And for me, I was like, no, that doesn't quite sit well with me, because you can break your hymen in very different ways, not necessarily through sex. So for example, if there's a traumatic event to the point, like there is this pressure, this all vibration going on around your vagina, like the vibrations can go all the way out to the point where they break your hymen, because your hymen is a thin membrane that's just, a very thin membrane that's there, so any form of pressure can actually break it. So to me, I don't think losing your virginity is breaking your hymen, because let's say you go horse riding and like there is so much bouncing up and down and you break your hymen, so that can't be termed as losing your virginity. So to me, and I've come up with my own definition, losing your virginity is the act of consensual sexual penetration. You see, let me repeat that. Losing your virginity is the act of consensual sexual penetration through sex. I know I repeated sex, but yeah. So it's like when you get penetrated while you're having sex consensually, because there are so many people who've been taken advantage of at a young age and raped by an idiotic human being in their life, and that can't be termed as losing your virginity, because you did not agree to the act of losing your virginity. You were taken advantage of. So that is not losing your virginity. Losing your virginity has to be consensual. It has to be something you agree to, say like, yes, I am ready to have sex with you and lose my virginity. So that's what I think losing your virginity is. And it can happen in different ways. It can happen in a heterosexual relationship where you're either fingered and then penetrated by a penis, or in a homosexual relationship where you're penetrated by a sex toy, like like a dildo, such things, and that's in a lesbian, a woman to woman relationship. I think for guys, we can say it's the act of penetrating somebody, to the point where you climax. But for girls, you see, I do not include climaxing, because I did not climax the first time I lost my virginity through sex. So it's an iffy description, but I will go with my original one, where it's consensual sexual penetration during sex. So yeah, and I've also included homosexuals, because why should we leave people out of the topic? Like, we're all human beings, and each and every single topic that is discussed affects all of us. So if you're homophobic and stuff like that, I am sorry, but I will be breaching that topic. I will be talking about everything that's under sex, because sex does not discriminate. So if you're homophobic and you do not like it, you can easily just stop watching the video. Okay, cool. So yeah, so now when did I lose my virginity? I lost my virginity at the age of 15. This was between June and August of 2009. So we'd gone for a function at St. Mary's, I think, either Black Rock or something, like one of those events that usually happen at St. Mary's. So I met this guy, and then we started talking, and then I realized, hey, we both stay in Kileleshwa, so let's create a friendship. So in the back of my head, I wanted him to be my boyfriend. He was cute at the time, yes, at the time, and stuff like that. So we started talking, but when we were talking, I realized he's a bit more mature, like sexually active than me. Like he's sexually active and I am not. So I think he slowly started influencing me, like telling me, oh, these things, and these things. To a point, I just gave in and I was like, okay, fine, let's do it. So I remember he'd come over to my place and stuff like that, and then, you know, we're making out, and then he puts his finger inside me, and that's how my hymen broke. Like that. That's how for me it happened. So I was just like, oh wow, so anticlimactic. Like I was waiting to hear like a song playing in the background. I know I was a naive child. So that's how it happened for me. So he's also the same guy who actually like penetrated me and had sex with me for the first time, and that it was painful. Like ouch. Whew. Like it was it's one of the most painful sexual experiences I've had. And not to brag, but I'm one of those girls who get wet with proper arousal. Like it feels like a tap has been opened. So I thought that was enough lubrication, but I was wrong. This guy he was blessed, like he was well endowed. So that and the fact that it was my first time had like crazy. And I'm not saying for those who haven't had sex that it's going to hurt for you as well. It just depends. Like I know of people who've had sex who their first experience was very pleasurable, very nice, very not painful. But for mine, it was painful. So that's how it happened for me. And it was just so anticlimactic to a point I didn't have sex again for maybe a year. Yeah, it was traumatic. Like I did not like it at all. So that's how I lost my virginity. So what I wish I knew before I lost my virginity, I wish somebody had sat me down and talked to me about it and told me this is why you should wait, or this is why we tell you not to do it. Because in growing up in a religious background and also going to a Catholic school, you know, you're told don't have sex till you're married because it's a sin. But I'm the type of person, I'm like, why is it a sin? Like, why is it exactly not supposed, why am I not supposed to do it? Like, I need to know the why to then not do it. So I'll be the person to do it myself and find out why not exactly to do it. So that's how I am. So I wish just somebody had just sat me down and explained to me properly and told me, let's say you need to be prepared for what happens after, because nobody talks about what happens after. Like it's just I was in a daze for about a day and a half. I was just like, okay, like now why did I do it? Because I started questioning myself, like why did I do it? What was the need of me doing it? So that's how it was. And then I wish I had held on to it. Yes, hold on to it. I wish I had held on to it until I understood what exactly I was doing and what exactly I was giving out. Because again, people usually tell you that you're giving a part of yourself out, but I did not understand that, because you're not explaining it to me. You're just telling me you're giving yourself a part of yourself to somebody else, but you're not explaining what exactly I'm giving out. Because I gave out part of me physically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, and sexually, but I didn't realize I was doing it. So I felt like a part of me had gone to waste, like just disappeared. Like why did I do it? You see? So somebody should have sat me down and had a full-on conversation with me. I also wish I knew that you need to find a partner who understands exactly where you are. I needed to find somebody who understood that I was a virgin, so that they could take me slowly, like be compassionate, be gentle, like, you know, be patient with me and take me through the process so that I also enjoy the process. But no, for him it was wham bam, there you go. So that was not nice. So you see, I wish I knew those three things, and I just honestly wish somebody had sat me down. So as I said, I lost my virginity at 15, which makes me an early bloomer. Like from that point on, I just wanted to know more and more about what exactly sex is. Like, why is it portrayed in movies as wow, so beautiful, yet my experience was far from that. Early bloomers and also late bloomers. So I'll start with the early bloomers. The early bloomers, you know, had sex at an early age and are very sexually active, or not. It's not a must to be sexually active currently, because I know people who lost their virginity at an early age but are not sexually active right now because they don't enjoy it at all. And also no late bloomers, guys who had sex at a later age or guys who have not yet had sex. So you see, you can fall in whichever spectrum, and the society shames both sides of the spectrum, and that's what I do not understand. So for us early bloomers, we're either called loose, we're called used goods, excuse me, you know, we're called all these things, and you're just like, okay, inakuwasha wapi? Like, why is my sexuality your problem? Like, why is when I lost my virginity such a hot topic for you, you know? And I know for those who are late bloomers or haven't yet lost the virginity, there's a bit of backlash as to why you're waiting. And honestly, if somebody does not respect your personal decision, that's somebody that you don't need in your life. Like, I understand some of you are coming from a religious point of view. I understand some of you are coming from like trauma in your past. In the past, like something might have happened to you and you're scared to open yourself up to somebody like that, and that's totally fine. You need to be comfortable with yourself, and you need to understand why you're doing it in order for you to, you know, feel happy about the decision you made. So at the end of the day, it's always a personal decision. It's up to you to decide when you want to lose it and who you want to lose it to. And if your current partner does not understand why you're doing it, or they keep forcing you or pressuring you to do it, that's somebody you don't need in your life. That's not a healthy relationship. And you need to re-evaluate such relationship and decide whether it's something you're going to go forward with, or you just need to move on. And society has so many rules and so many insights as to what you need to do, when you need to do it, how you need to do it, and it all contradicts at the end of the day. So don't listen to society. As much as society is a very big part of who we are, society does not know what's going on with you personally. So make your own decisions, you know, choose what you want for yourself. As long as you're not harming yourself or harming others, then it's up to you. It's your own personal choice. So it's up to you to decide on what you want. So yeah, I think that's all I had to say on this topic of losing your virginity. I will go more in depth on what I wish I knew before I had sex in the safe sex video, because safe sex covers physical, emotional, mental, psychological, all those spectrums. That's what it covers. And yeah, if you're about to lose your virginity, if this is something you've been thinking about and you're about to do that, I hope this video was a bit more informative. If you have any more personal questions that I might not have addressed in this video, feel free to email or DM me. I always answer, and I will never put anybody's name out there. Everything is always anonymous. And yeah, for those who are still holding on and waiting for marriage, hope that nobody pressures you. Like if anyone pressures you or makes you feel forced or is just nagging, that's not somebody you need. So just let them go. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope it was informative, and yeah, like, let's share our losing virginity stories if you've lost your virginity, and let me know, was your experience amazing or was it just shit like mine? So let me know down in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And for my new subscribers, hi, welcome to my channel where we talk about everything that's under the umbrella of life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye babes.